Good evening, CLC Church. What an honor and a privilege it is for me to share on day 18 with you. And the chapter speaks about experiencing life together. Now, I don't know about you, but I need to belong. I need to belong to a church, and I need to belong to family and friends where I can just get together and fellowship in the presence of God and talk about His goodness. And not just about that as well, but also talk about my everyday life experiences. And we are 18 days on this journey, and it's been such a revelation for me. Now, God intends His children to associate with each other and to experience life together. This is known as the term to be fellowship, the term that covers all the aspects of unselfishly loving one another, such as honesty, serving, sacrificial giving, comforting, and things like that. Also to feel each other's pain and to know this is where I need to step in. Life is meant to be shared, and it's best shared with a small group of people. Jesus had His 12 disciples around Him. His inner circle, He had His 12 disciples around Him. It was a small group, and when they got together, they could share. They knew each other, and they could read each other. And in this book, Rick Warren gives several pointers so that we can understand what true fellowship is. And the first one I want to talk about tonight is authenticity. Now, real fellowship is sharing authentic feelings, sharing thoughts and sharing concerns, and it's being willing to make oneself vulnerable. Are you prepared to open up? True intimacy as Christians can only occur where there is transparency. Don't be that false person. The second one I want to share on tonight with regards to fellowship and understanding fellowship is to experience mutuality. Now, mutuality involves giving and receiving. I give what I have, and I receive what you have to give me. In true fellowship, one gives of oneself, and then you also expect to receive from those around you. Now, this may involve accountability, and it may involve encouragement. It may also involve to serve and to honor. The third one I want to speak about with regards to fellowship is to experience sympathy. Now, sympathy is sharing in pain of others. That's a difficult one. And sometimes you go through the same pain as others do. But that's fellowship. That's fellowship. In true fellowship, we will feel the pain of those we fellowship with in their darkest moments, in their worst days of their lives. We will have the assurance that others will be there for us. People around us must know that I will be there for you, and you will be there for me. Then lastly, in fellowship, people expect mercy. People expect mercy. This is where we need to offer and receive mercy. And we need to be willing to be merciful to others, realizing that our faults are as great as others. We will never be asked to forgive someone more than what God had already forgiven us for. Think about that. The chapter closes with a discussion of the difference between trust and forgiveness. And forgiveness is a must. We are required to forgive. We are required to forgive those who hurt us. We are required to forgive those who have done us in. Whereas trust, on the other hand, needs to be earned. We do not need to trust people as soon as we forgive them. We need to earn trust. Trust needs to be earned. So from this chapter, the point to ponder on is we, you and I. We need people in our lives in order to fellowship with, so that we can carry each other's burdens. And the question that I want to ask you tonight is to ask yourselves, What can I do today to connect with other believers at a more genuine heart-to-heart level? The verse that I want us to remember that relates to this chapter tonight is Galatians 6 verse 2. I didn't share it at the beginning. I wanted to share it right here. It says, share each other's troubles and problems, and in this way, obey the law of Christ. Let me repeat that to you. Share each other's troubles and problems, and in this way, obey the law of Christ. Have a fantastic evening. Have a wonderful evening. Until next time, Shalom.